My name is Honorable Ebenezer Ajauto, and I'm speaking directly from Madagbe, in the Adan West District. So behind me, just in front there, is a community that you can see. There are people also. Standing at the roadside of the community. Once again, I'm reporting a very disturbing situation happening here right in Adan. And what you are seeing here, I'm just standing in a pool of water. I'm not kneeling down. So if I jump, I'm just jumping and then you can see it clearly. This place doesn't used to be like this. It's a plain land. Now right behind me over there, where that small trees are, the forest, lies the resting place of the ancestors of the people of Salom and Madagbe community. That's where the cemetery is located. Now this place, the water you are seeing here is something that is being created artificially. It used not to be like this. But since the emergence of McDan's ElectroChem in the area, waterways have been blocked and we have reported this on several occasions. Now when you look far in front over there, where the machine is working and then the people are standing, what the company did was that they have blocked the waterway to create ponds, commercial ponds for the company. We have been lamenting on this since day one. It even got to a time that somewhere in 2023, we managed to report this case to the EPA in Accra. They came here and we took them through the various areas, but till date nothing happened. Just yesterday midnight, around midnight 12 a.m., the rains came down heavily. The place is now flooded, full of water, because the water you are seeing here is supposed to get its way into the Songo Lagoon, which has been the reservoir for all the waters from Aveime down to this southern area. So the Songo Lagoon has been the major reservoir that accommodates all the waters. But currently, because the waterways have been blocked, waters are even taking the entire communities. From here, I'll go to a house where you can see a whole building being surrounded by water. Now, what we are made to know is that when we lost people and we are about to bury them, we normally say that may their souls rest in perfect peace. But the situation here is not like that. This is a story whereby the resting place of the ancestors has now turned into what? Into a swimming pool. Will our ancestors be able to rest? And is it true that when people die, their resting place is the cemetery? When you come to Adan, the story is not like that. When you die, you are being punished with water, just as we are seeing here. And all this courtesy the handiwork of McDan's ElectroChem Ghana Limited in Adan, Songo. Thank you very much. So right here, I'm standing on the road that links Kolwedo, from Kolwedo to Star Chemical that was owned by Mr. Wuda. Now right here on the road, you can see this is a concrete road that was being constructed. Now, because this area was flooded, and there is supposed to be a free channel as it used to be in the olden days, some years back. Currently, because of the dikes being constructed by ElectroChem, which I'll be showing you the picture, it prevents the free flow of the water into the Songo Lagoon. So when the water gets to where the dikes are, they are being pushed back, and that is why we are seeing the water coming back. Instead of the water to flow, the water is coming back. So you can see passing on the road, on top of the road. It gets down here. There is a bit over there. So you can see all this water, instead of the water to go this way, to flow and find their way into the Songo Lagoon, the water is coming back into the communities. into the community. That's Madagbek community. From here, I'll take you to the house over there. I learned something serious is happening over there. So you can see the water is now passing through. It's passing on top of the road. The road that was constructed. So we can see how the water is flowing, causing erosion to the road. You can see the concretes are peeling off themselves because of the current of the road. So we can see how this is causing us to flood. Now this started since midnight yesterday. You can see the bridge. This bridge is never constructed to accommodate this huge volume of what? Of water. That is not the main purpose for this bridge. The bridge is being constructed to just accommodate few water, but because of the artificial dike that was constructed over there, that is why you can see the volume of water coming is so high that the bridge cannot accommodate the water. So the water have to find its way to overflow the banks of the water of the road. That is what is happening. It's happening now. So we can see. Let me bring you to where the bridge is. The bridge. So you can see the current. This is the current of the water that is flowing. The water is overflowing, and this is not supposed to be like this. This is not supposed to be like this. So till when? From here, you can see how the road is also eroded. How the road. This is how the road is eroded. The road is being destroyed by the flood. Now from here, I want to get to the house there. There's the house immediately over there, so that I'll report what is actually taking place in the various houses. So I find myself right in somebody's house, as I indicated earlier that from there I'll be coming to this place here. Now, in order to prevent the owner of the house from experiencing this flood, this is what he constructed, and I believe he did this just this morning to prevent the water from getting into his house. The owner is in the house, so I would like to approach it. When you look at this place, all this place is being what? Is being filled with what? With water. That means the water that is coming from the other side. The owner is here, so we'll speak to him briefly. So I'm here with So I'm here with the landlord of the house, and I can see that he tried pulling some of the water. This is a pumping machine. He connected it, and then he's trying to pull the water. So I'm here with him, and then I would like to ask him what happened, so that he will then take us around and show us one or two things that is happening in his house. So give me a meaning and yeah. Well, about to can you mean? Like your name is you want to say you want to eya and you pale can you blow no poor. P or the G you about to know about your me what we can fix hose machine kekma no can you bla. Lo nene tutu ne e happy no mas no po e foni can you wa pipi be ne pele wa okesu
Ma. Ke ka ko jima Jason. Ima de ke feso alo be ko ne bio. Ke yo mi ne nyu do bio ke so songo mi. Se pio no ke ye kam ne abape no no nge bio. Ke yo mi ne neji McDan's ba fi apo mo nge bio ke ya pe songo. Ke ka yo mi ne pio nyu ni ne sepa no le nyu ma gbogbo chino ke ba. Ko lo nyu emi one e ma wo bio kla. Loko jiwa wo tla to. Le wa po wa nyu wa ba ye wa ye no se.
So after speaking with him, what he's telling us is that previously, as a landlord of the house, he has never experienced what he's experiencing today. Now, in the previous years, when it rains, the water flows and then it finds its way into the Songo Lagoon. But since ElectroChem came, McDan's ElectroChem came and decided that he wants to construct a commercial pan on the waterway. Since then, whenever it rains, the water couldn't get its way into the Songo Lagoon again as it used to be. So now whenever it rains, the water just when the water moves and then it hits the huge dikes created by the company, the water flows backward and then it ends up getting into their house. So what he told me is that the machine we are seeing here, because of the way things are happening, you have to go and then employ the services of hire service of a tractor to come and create a certain dike at the back of his building. And after that, the few water, the few volume of water that got into his house, he pulled them with the pumping machine to the other side. So he's taking us over there so that we can see the work he did. Okay, so this is the footprint, that is the tie print of the tractor that he's talking of. So you can see this is the tractor tie. All right. So actually, it's true. He allowed the tractor to plow this portion. The tractor plowed this portion, and he also created a dike. So that the water that we are seeing over there flowing through the bridge, and those that are passing on top of the road, when they get here, the water will not find its way back into his compound. So this is what he did, and with the water that got into the house, he pulled them with this rubber to this side. So this is what he did so far to protect and safeguard his building. So you can see, he used the tractor to do this plowing, to be able to protect his building. As I'm talking now, the water through the bridge and those that are passing on top of the road keep coming to this particular area. So the question is, until when will the people of Adansongo, who were one, being deprived of their source of sustenance, two, they undergone through molestations and harassment, three, some of their relatives passed away through this struggle on the Adansongo. Now, their place of abode, a place where whenever they go around on the day activities at the night, they will come and rest to, are also under threat as a result of the operational works of McDan's ElectroChem. Now what they are saying simply now is that they want the current government to come to their aid before they are being extinguished, or their lives goes to extinction on the surface of the earth. They are people, and as people, they also want to enjoy all the rights that are being enshrined in the Constitution. The right to own a property. Today, somebody is having his building, a property, but the property is not safe through the activities of one man's company, which is ElectroChem. So they are calling on the government. They have raised this concern several during the era of the NPP government. And anytime they cried out. Anytime they lament, the government turn a deaf ear and then the blind eyes to them. But today, it is their hope and prayers that the current NDC administration, government, will come to their aid to be able to correct the wrongs that were being written by the previous NPP administration. So once again, my name is Honorable Ebenezer Ajauto, a native of Adan, and I'm reporting right here at Madagbe, to this Madagbe, at Madagbe community in the Adan West district. Thank you very much.
That's in Salom Madagbe. I go no gayo. Apola check agodonya. Lo here you no eno. You no le ewu nyu no ke bayo. No e bayo. Se ke ba enablo le bio ke ya songo pa. Se ElectroChem e ba bomio. E ba fi akpo ke wayi. So ko ne ba fi akpo wayi o. Ya ne ke yo mi no ko. No e gba wa manya. Titiri Madagbe ko ba che ko pe. No e jiome. Donc je viens somewhere 11:30 to 12 hours my na jeke na. So wange nyu e bla to ne bele pele nyu ne ko nyene gba wa nya lenga wa nya gba hu lo wange ye ke bwam la. Ne abawa wo. Ne wa ke gba no ne nyu ne enye ne ebe ke sepa. Se wa ma gombia.
Why would she take this risk?
Oh, but they are here. They know.
No, but they've been passing here and this is dangerous. Very dangerous.
Atem somewhere da mete ije salo. E pi oka here hiomione ene. Na ji nyom 11 to 12. Loji do e ba sawa yi ne mako mana ateke salom. Ne ehien ekope mane di Madagbe ke osoya ke kobrache kopi loji mekla amu lo ka de bena form ne wange mandom do nene eya no hien eko ye no ye lo wa ba to he kan ke je last 3 years in ne McDan's ba fia pondo ke sama yo nyagba no eji nyagba ne ba to ma ne ba ma bi o me wegaru kan do ine ke hiomi enene eguono ke bio ke so songo mi jama blo mekla e close mekla le wetin kla mana tia ke Madagbe ke ko ma te ko pe loji hien nyomi 12 to ne kion mekla loji nyuse achunka ni amine pio apue mamini che blo ne hene ama mu ani ke pu pio ji nyagba lo wa ke pa kan aye ke buawo ko ne poine McDan's fia ne ke bole mane e plein pe nyagba ke wa lohwe hin ke ni pi o lohwe hin na ji sugban lohwe hin na akon no pi o me classe Madagbe ke ko ma che ko pe mane lo ji e pe nyagba ke ni hin ke pu mano ne aga suswe lo wa ga pe pa kan assemblo ke ndad mbo bi o me ke he no he dolin kla anyene abaye ke bua salom se nene engano ya lo ji e ji nyagba agbo ke hamma lo wa ga pe pa kan yem ke bua lin ke ni kla ne abaye ke bua wo lo e ji nyagba agbo ne McDan's e ba crate ne ke fun wo ma wa no amini sino ka gun jama biom ne e ba ga ni chimi otun ke ha nyagba no me ne e ma ba wa delu tu ka ni hin ni das no eji ni fule mi e hielo
Sugba lo wa gbi
Computer ji o.
sugba lo ine ese mami e ko me ne agbe no ne
e ka no kun mi
loji e plano ko ne akon loko nowo egbe no ke kale blenge he ne wa gbe me le no ne sanga ke aya hi ke ni loji asekomate ko pe man pi o ne awo lowe no me wo ma ne ni mlo me bon la nyu fie me ga mam ne apue mam ni che blo ne angbe ma ke ha me e ji nyagba agbo le wa ge pe pa kan McDan's ni chumi no e ba plepe nyagba bon ke fon ma no ni chum na ke amba chum bon ne ba ye bu ama e ba plepe nyagba agbo bon ke ha ma ne wa ge pe pa ko ne amna lu ndo ne ba e plene e ye mano ko ne nyagba ne wa gbin ne wa ge ngbra pa kan ni chumi no bon hu e ane apun wa wose le ane apun ma le ji nyagba agbo ke hawo wa ge pe pa ka government no me na baba na aba ko na ba ye ke bua wo lo ni chumi o na ji ElectroChem na ji Macaulay chairman for ElectroChem ni chumi o ji ni chumi ne e ba ge manyagba e ba ge mapun e ba ge wa wose pun e ba ge wa sugbahin ke wa we toni kra pun lo anukwale kobranche kope ke madagbe mekla na ge salomi lo ji ElectroChem ni chumi no bohun e ba pepe nyagba agbo ni cheke o hame lo wa ge pepa ka government on nu wa gbin ne e ba ye ke bua ne how mi no ese nepo wa go ne ji wa ne ma go ne wa pun no nge mi ko ye pio kla e ple pepa ne o bele pon ka go mi ne go kla ese pa lo wa ge pepa ka he no he doli ne aye ke bua wo ne aba ye ke bua wo ne wa pe file no mo na pale ke ba ama me ami.
So lucky to the people of Salom and Madagbe. As I came to this particular section, I'm so privileged to meet the Honorable DCE for the Adan West District and then one of the NADMO directors here. So I'll allow the DCE to just tell us something brief, how he heard of the information and the measures he's putting in place to make sure the situation is being is being addressed. So Honorable.
Yeah, thank you. We had a distress call around 12 a.m. that the community, Mandagbe, and other communities are along this stretch of the Songo Lagoon were being submerged by the incoming water from the hinterland. So quickly we had to mobilize so that we get here and help the community. But before we got here this morning, because we need the operators who were calling them, we couldn't hear of them. So it was in the morning that we were able to get the operator for the machines. And with the NADMO director and others, we quickly mobilized to the scene. When we came here, it was a very sad situation. Almost the entire community of Mandagbe is submerged. Their cemetery and everything is gone. The water has covered every place. So currently, we'll be able to, with the support of the community members who have been very helpful, we're able to cut some of the embankment that were built by the ElectroChem company, for their projects, And what we gathered from the community was that when they came, they told them that there is a particular area that water normally passes into the Songo Lagoon. But it was like the engineers who came did not listen to them. Before maybe they thought that the people don't have the technical knowledge. But these are people who have lived in this area for hundreds of years. So they know, where the water is supposed to pass into the Songo Lagoon. But because that, area has been blocked, it is affecting the movement of water. And that's the reason why the community has been submerged now. And we've even been told that for over 40 years, they have never had any situation of this nature. But it is because of the project which is being undertaken here that this situation is occurring now. So we are here with the NADMO and our district engineer, and they are all helping so that we rectify the situation. So as you can see, that is one of the inlets that we have created for the water to, be able to flow into the Songo Lagoon. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. But with this, looking at what you have managed to do for the people, this a temporary way of solving the problem. So going forward, what permanent solution do you think should be placed in order to address this problem entirely? Because we don't want a situation whereby year in, year out, we'll come and then be creating inlet for waters to pass.
Yeah, thank you. But these are issues that I believe it is being, looked at the national level. So we all support the national, and so that we look at what we do. It is an issue that we have to look at it holistically. It is not a one person, one group issue of one group. It's an issue that our traditional leaders, the community, and all the stakeholders must come together so that we look at it and solve it once and for all. Because we cannot continue like this. Yes, we cannot continue like this. If we continue like this, if the people are not happy, I don't think we will also be happy. When the people are not happy, we cannot be happy. Security-wise, it is going to also affect security here. Because when we came at dawn, we were nearly attacked. We were nearly attacked because the people were so furious that they felt that we are not doing anything to help them. It has to take some of the elders to calm the youth. And this is what I'm always, talking to, that if we don't resolve the issues now, it will come to a time that it will be difficult for us to, and we don't want to go the way other communities are going. Adans are very peaceful people, and they wouldn't like it to do anything that would affect the peace that we are having here. So we are praying that we are looking up to the national and we are looking up to our traditional authorities so that we all come together and resolve this issue once and for all. And we are also pleading to the investor. When you get into a community, at least you must listen to the community people. You may bring all the engineers, but these are people who have lived in the area for many years, and they know the situation of the area better than any engineer. Are you getting it? So we must also listen to the people when we are undertaking any project. We must assess, we must do proper assessment to know the situation. We don't just move in, and we must pay attention to them, listen to them. This is where they live. This is where they get their livelihood. So if our activities in this day and age will affect them, they will never be happy. And when they are not happy, we, the workers and the investors, will never be happy. Because as I always say, resource conflict transcends generations. Because they will tell their children will tell their children. And you, the investor, you will never be happy. Because their children will come after you. Their grandchildren will come after you. So let's resolve the issue now. And we must not take entrenched positions that, oh, this is what has happened. And I am also calling on Parliament to once again look at this issue. Let's resolve it once and for all. Otherwise, maybe one day we will go in the way Ogoni land in Nigeria and those things are going. Because when we came, the way we were attacked, I didn't know because I happen to be somebody known in the communities to many of them. I don't know what might have happened. So please, we are calling on everybody. We are calling on the paramountcy. We are calling on all the stakeholders, those who are involved, the priests, everybody. Let's come together. Let's sit down and resolve this issue once and for all. Otherwise, it will come to a time that it will be difficult for us. Nobody will like to listen. The youth are angry. The youth are angry. If you get into the community and see how people's houses are being taken away, and here most of the structures are mud, are made of mud.
Of the houses, but it looks as if what is happening now is not only affecting the people, but it's also affecting reptiles. Wild animals. I learned because the place is being flooded, these wild animals, reptiles, snakes, and things are getting into the communities, and people are complaining. So I don't know whether if such an issue has also been placed before you.
Yes, we even saw some snakes, that were killed. It's unfortunate because the snakes, they can't live underwater. So seriously, they have to look for a dry land, and some of the community areas are where they can get the dry land. So they move into the community. If you can see even animals and everything, they are all on the road. It is so sad. So I think we need to do something. And as for the assembly, we are ready, to partner the stakeholders so that we resolve this issue once and for all. We are calling on our leaders. We are calling on Adan Traditional Council. These are people. These are Adans. So please, they must get here. I wish the traditional authority will come around and see what is happening. It is always when it happens like this, then the people are coming to the the assembly. But it is not the assembly alone. Assembly alone can't do it. We are doing all this is at the cost of the assembly. We are doing all this at the cost of the assembly. And in Greater Accra, Adam West District is one of the, the poorest districts when it comes to even revenue and all those things. So the little that we get, that we used to build classroom, we used to, do other things. We're using this to come and be cutting a problem that we have been created by ourselves. So we are begging everybody.
That's good.
Thank you.